Saudi Public Investment Fund, or the PIF, has now approached Brazil forward Vinicius Jr. Reports suggest Vinicius has been offered a crazy sum of money. Let's give you the numbers first, shall we? Saudi PIF is said to have offered Vinicius a whopping 1 billion euros, which is around 1.1 billion US dollars. The PIF wants Vinicius to sign a 5-year deal, which means the Brazilian is set to take home 200 million euros or 220 million US dollars a year. Now, if he agrees to this, and of course, there will be bonuses over and above. And we all know how the system in Saudi works. It isn't just the money that they offer on paper to lure top players from around the world. It's the whole package. A lucrative offer is up for grabs, which for Vinicius is a separate 10-year contract to also become an ambassador for the 2034 World Cup, a football World Cup that is scheduled to be held in Saudi Arabia at that point. And to put it in simple terms, they have offered Vinicius just about everything except taking over the reins from Mohammed bin Salman. And the shocking bit that we are hearing from reports, Vinicius is considering the move. Now, I understand the lure of it all. Big money, being the face of a World Cup sounds very exciting, especially for a 24-year-old. You see a footballer like Cristiano Ronaldo practically ruling that space after moving to Saudi Pro League, reaping the benefits and the rewards of moving out of the European League. So in your head, it all looks very exciting and promising. And then, of course, there is the racism that Vinicius has had to endure during his time in Spain. And suddenly, the offer from Saudi feels like the perfect out. An escape to better times, and one where you are being paid for every second of your time. The racial abuses that Vinicius has had to face has indeed been daunting. We've seen him break down in front of the media, we've seen him cry hoarse, and still continue even as there doesn't seem to be too many changes to the order. The cycle has persisted for a while now. Vinicius is abused, Vinicius endures, and Vinicius performs. All this, in fact, heightened over the last 4 months. So even as Vinicius was accumulating trophies, he had another battle to fight outside the pitch in Spain. But is this good enough reason for the young star to make the move to Saudi now? Because the truth is, Vinicius is still 24, a footballer very much in his prime with so much ahead of him. Sure, Spain has been cruel to him, but the Brazilian is loved by Real Madrid, a regular starter at one of the most decorated clubs in the world, a club that just won the Champions League. And it happens to be Vinicius' second with the club. And even if Vinicius wants to go away from Spain, is a move from Europe justified at such a crucial juncture in his career? He's at a place and a point in time that players dream to be at the cusp of something greater and bigger to come. Vinicius, of course, comes behind stars who have been approached by Saudi already, a streak that Cristiano Ronaldo kick-started when he joined Al Nassr in 2023. Then we saw, of course, Karim Benzema, Neymar, and even Sadio Mane crossing over. But here's the thing, these players made that transition at a time when they felt they had achieved all they wanted to or could in Europe. Footballers who came in with plenty of reputation, players who had accomplished a lot in the top flight by playing with the best in Europe. So a move was justified for these athletes, kind of like a second innings for all of these players who made the move. But Saudi for years now has vowed to transform into a sporting hub. They do not want to be someone's second choice. They want to be the powerhouse. They want the best when they are the best in the world. So they need the current set of stars. Sure, Ronaldo's move paved way for marquee stars right after that, but they need the youngsters who can make the league one of the best in the world. So before Vinicius, they even approached Kylian Mbappe. They offered similar numbers to Mbappe, and Mbappe refused, because the move away from Europe didn't quite add up in his timeline. But maybe Vinicius is ready to take that gamble, a gamble that will have its own hurdles and its own repercussions. Madrid has its own set of Avengers in the team, key personnel who will be ahead of Vinicius in game time, like Mbappe and Jude Bellingham. Though Vinicius still is a part of the core, a core Madrid formed thinking about the future, with Vinicius' contract lasting until 2027. Now, I know Real Madrid will do everything they can to stop the Brazilian. So even if the reports do suggest that Vinicius is contemplating this move, the ball really is in Madrid's court. And it's all up to them now. And that pretty much will result in how this will play out in the weeks and months to follow.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree. One tree for humanity. One tree for Mother Earth. One tree for a future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment. So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.